Okay guys, this video gonna show you how to do oil change in Volvo XC90, 2013 and other models. You wanna open the hood and locate your engine cap. Just remove the cap just in case there's pressure builds up. The filter gonna be right here on the left hand side under this cap, and this cap gonna need 36mm socket. So we're gonna remove this cap, so we can remove the cartridge. And as you can see, Volvo recommends to use synthetic oil, and it have to be 5-double-30. We got Castrol 5-double-30, it is synthetic, and we got this frame oil filter XG10415 is the one we need. We're gonna need this oil pan so we can drain our oil in it. 36mm socket. So we're gonna go under the car and we have to remove this engine cover so we can get to the plug, and it takes 10mm socket to remove all 6 bolts. Okay, we got the cover off. Now we're gonna locate our drain bolt at the engine pan, and it's gonna be right here. Let me show you. Here's your drain plug. We're gonna remove this drain plug, and this drain plug takes 17mm socket. Here's the size we're gonna use. Now we're gonna push this oil pan under the car, right under the drain plug. Just make sure it will be somewhere center with your drain plug. Okay, I got this drain plug already loose, so we're gonna remove it by hand now, and we're gonna drain our oil. There you go. Now we're gonna drain our oil, and you might gonna have to move your oil pan a little bit closer to make sure you're not gonna splash around. After you empty your engine, you want to put that bolt back. While we're waiting on our oil to drain, we're gonna remove this cap and we're gonna replace the oil cartridge, and I'll show you the new one in a minute. And we are using a 36mm socket. Here's the new filter and the old filter. We're gonna replace the old filter with a new one, and we're gonna replace this old O-ring on the cap with a new one. Here's the new gasket, and it comes with the filter. Okay, we got new filter on the cap, and that's how you put it in. Just slide on the filter and make sure it will pop. Make sure it clicks. There you go. So after it clicks, it's there and it's tight. Now we can put it right here in the car, but the first you want to replace that gasket, that O-ring on the cap. Here's the new gasket and the old gasket. We're gonna replace this gasket with a new one. Okay, we got the new gasket on the cap, so we're ready to put this filter in the car. Okay, you just put it in and you wanna tie it with your hand, and then you can use your 36mm socket. Now you can take 36mm socket and make sure it's tight. And you want to wipe all your oil. If you had oil drips on your engine or anywhere, just wipe it everything and make sure it's clean, and so it won't burn while the engine running. Okay, we got this plug back in place. It's hand tight already, so we're gonna use 17mm socket to make sure it is tight. Okay. Now the bolt is tight, filter is tight. Now we can go back up here, and we're gonna put engine oil in the engine. We're gonna use this Castrol Edge full synthetic 5W30. And you want to use a funnel to make sure you're not gonna spill anywhere or drip anywhere. But if you do, you can always wipe it. But it's nice to use a funnel. Okay, and even with the funnel, you can drip on the engine, but we're gonna wipe it in a second. Okay, we got the oil wiped, so we can put more oil, and we're gonna use a second gallon, 5-quart gallon, because this engine takes almost 8 quarts. So 1 gallon, 5-quart gallon is not enough. I got 2, and we're gonna put more engine. Okay, we got more engine oil in the engine. Now we're gonna check, make sure we got enough oil, and you wanna have it between those marks, between minimum and maximum. You wanna have it somewhere close in the center, because you don't wanna overfill or underfill. Okay, looks like we're in the middle, so we should be good. We can put everything back together. We got the scap back, and it is tight. You wanna make sure everything is tight and in place before you start your engine. And I like to wipe my engine cover to make sure it looks good and it's clean from oil and all the dust, and it looks like brand new. We're gonna start the engine. We're inside the car. Okay, the engine is running. We got everything done. You want to keep your engine running for maybe a few seconds to make sure the oil will get in the system, in the filter and everything else. And that's how you do your oil change in XC90, 2013 and other models and years. Thank you for watching.